So you want shitty podcasts, something to hear when you drive, or some internet loser saying, hey, it's great to be alive. So let's talk nonsense. Hey, why not? We'll soon find out we don't know a lot. But here's one fact I think we both know. You're here now to see the Castoe Show.
Welcome back to another episode of the Castoe Show. Castoe Show brought to you by our sponsors this week.
Snickers.
We can't say that. We can't say that.
You're real
Antwan, blur that out.
Snickers. Why'd you say hey like you were Krusty the Clown? Like that was I thought you were gonna do a Krusty the Clown voice.
Oh, that's a surprising thing rather than just dropping the N-bomb right off the start? Okay.
Oh, a pool full of Snickers and we died. That's not my joke. It's a joke I like.
That's a good one. I like it. And geez, would you look at what the fuck is that on the screen, Mac?
Well, here's a new dude coming in off of TikTok. We post on TikTok if you don't know, shorts from our podcast and whatnot. And there's this delightful young man on TikTok. The context is we talked about with our friend the Wench in California on that one podcast we recorded about Arrowverse and whatever, and she says that it's a multiverse and whatnot, to which I respond with, well, whoever comments or corrects can go suck a cock. I don't care. Like,
yeah.
And so this very delightful young man, this very Elijah Duran on the TikTok took it upon himself to comment, it's a multiverse, now who am I sucking? Now, Elijah, we appreciate the enthusiasm. And we haven't had I meant it when I said to you, we haven't really had a business meeting since I commented what I did to discuss who will you be sucking.
Well, the business meeting is happening now, so
the business meeting.
All three of us are here. Antwan, there's no such thing as a three-sided die that's non-Euclidean. But do me a favor and throw us in like a randomizer and find out who's gonna get sucked.
Throw it in a randomizer? Nah, just flip a coin. Just put me out of this.
No.
I'm sorry, buddy.
You're in whether you like it or not.
You have to be in.
That was Nick recruiting to do the podcast. You're in whether you like it or not. But
yeah,
well,
actually,
I'm gonna roll a D4, and Nick's gonna be
okay.
one.
The fourth is Jason.
The fourth is Jason.
Fourth is Jason. So wait.
Okay,
so let's see the numbers again.
Antwan number 1, Mac number 2, me number 3, Jason number 4.
All right.
Oh boy, Jason, I'm so sorry. He's not even here.
Jason got it?
Jason got it. But I'll take a picture.
Jason's getting
yeah!
Oh, hell yeah.
Jason.
Take a picture, upload it.
Congratulations, Elijah Duran. You've won the privilege of sucking a swarthy cock.
Yay! Yay! Yippee!
Yay! Yippee!
Wow. Man, the magic of podcasting, bro. Now Jason's got a free sucky.
Thank you, Elijah Duran. We'll get you your, I don't know, what will we mail him? Plane tickets or something?
Yeah, we'll fly him out.
We'll fly him out.
we'll be like a basketball player or a rapper or another famous black celebrity with money, and we'll fly you out.
Talking to an Instagram model and flying her out to wherever you live.
Yeah. You notice they never have Riz? That just kind of,
No, they have money.
They lead. Yeah.
Just like me.
Okay. How many bitches you flying out, Mick?
Huh?
Okay. Enough monkey business. We have things to discuss. Big things are happening. Right? Hey, and guys, it's all sports all day. This should just be a sports podcast at this point. We're gonna lead off with a non-scripted sport and or quote unquote the Masters. The Masters happen.
Masters, not the Black Masters, right? The regular Masters.
No. Masters of the Universe.
Got it. All right. Cool.
Yes, Skeletor only. Could you fucking believe it? The entire time that was going on, I was acting in a show. Couldn't watch it. The fucking dressing room was like a nuclear fallout shelter. No reception.
No, you should stop really doing shows in that bunker. You do.
Yeah, it's too bad. The whole theater's like 12 stories underground. It's nuts.
It's a shame. It's a damn shame.
Yeah,
so who won?
Performed for Richard Nixon.
I'm still alive.
he's a head in a jar with Spyro egg.
Yeah, I forgot. He's a head in a jar. He makes the noise.
Yeah. But yeah, the Masters happened in the most gorgeous place on earth for some reason, Augusta, Georgia. And damn. Yeah. Yep, I'm not gonna lie. I'm very peeved about the results of this Masters.
What happened?
A North Irishman won.
I don't know how to feel about that.
I know. Rory McIlroy. You know, on one hand, it's nice to see because he is such a fucking good golfer. And for the past, I believe, 14 years, he was denied any major victory. Imagine playing a game in which you're considered to be like one of the best in the world at, and not taking home a big chip in 14 years?
Yeah, that would kind of suck. That would be unfortunate.
Yeah, so good on him for getting the monkey off the back, but God, I would have just rather had I would have rather had the English guy win.
I saw that it came down to playoff 3-4, which is yeah.
Yeah, a North Irishman versus an Englishman, and the only time that I ever kind of wanted
one may argue they're very similar things.
Literally, you said the same thing twice. What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. North, yeah, and then I see American P. Reed and Ash Scheffler came in.
Scotty, baby, Scotty was in the hunt the entire. Yeah, and he's starting to look good. He's starting to look great again, and it's just a matter of time before Scotty gets back in the winner.
Hey, listen! By three strokes, ain't that over the course of how many holes? It ain't that much.
Yeah, whoa! 3 strokes is a lot, buddy. You're asking for quite a bit. 3 strokes.
Well, listen, we're not here to impress any sort of woman. We're here to talk about golf.
Yes. Fuck women.
I do.
Whoa. So yeah, it came down between Rory McIlroy and Justin Rose. And if you want to know more about either of them, please, there's a lovely documentary series on Netflix called Full Swing. It's like Real Housewives, except golfers, and about their wins and losses and daily lives. And it's lovely. It's really lovely to see.
So the Masters happened, and the Master was crowned. They don't crown him, right? They just give him the jacket?
They give him a jacket. They give him a lot of things. I actually looked up like all the little things that you get from winning the Masters. It's like a total of like 18 trinkets, with chief among them the jacket. The green jacket's kind of dope. Mm-hmm. And I think they also have, I'm not sure if it's like a trademarked color, but it's a very specific shade of green.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it's like tight. All right, we got. He gets the jacket. He gets to hold the Masters trophy, which is just a gilded little statue of the clubhouse.
Well,
and it's kind of like what do you call it? What's the Stanley Cup? Yeah, where you have like your name engraved on like a band around the bottom.
Yeah, I mean that's another thing that's happening in sports. I don't think we mentioned that before we start. We didn't talk about recording the podcast before we. What are you, insane? That's another thing that's happening is that the Stanley Cup is coming up.
Holy shit!
And the Canadians, the Montreal Canadiens, barely squeaked in.
You fucking kidding me?
So I'm counting on you, Montreal, to take it all the way.
I am not rooting for Montreal. Who the fuck is rooting for Montreal?
Well, Montreal is rooting for Montreal, but it was like that was the big deal of like, well, if they don't win this game, then they're not entering the playoffs at all. So they just barely managed to get in,
Well, goodness gracious! Oh, I'm liking this. I just stopped looking at the standings for a second and jumping back in. What am I seeing right now? I'm seeing my beloved Kings are second, and they have clinched a playoff position. So let's get the Kings, baby!
Let's go!
Yeah! Oh man, how are your lovely?
I don't think the Blackhawks made it then.
Oh, unfortunate those Blackhawks.
I don't think. Well, I can check, but I'm fairly sure they didn't.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a native hit anywhere, Doug.
Yep.
Sorry, Big hey, better luck next year. All right.
Oh, and the coach got fired, I think. So hey, listen.
Can I just take a second? I think that's the funniest thing in sports, right?
Where you don't make it, and so they fire the guy.
No, firing a coach mid-season is just such a balls-out thing to do. Where it's like, I have identified the problem with this team. It's entirely his fault, right?
It's like being banished from the court, you know? It feels like in the middle of war.
It is that. Or it's like your level of incompetence is dragging this team down.
Get him out!
And it's like, with the team, okay, there's some like coaching strategy going on with hockey, right? Like who to bring out, who to put in, that type of deal.
Yes, I agree with you.
Oh, yeah. And I'm like, okay, that kind of makes sense, right? But for the most part, when they're on the ice, it's very free form.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like you're calling you're not calling the flying V, you know?
No, yeah, it used to be a lot more structured, and then if they've it's sort of like what's happening with like basketball, from what I understand, where you just need to learn everyone needs to know how to do everything. Needs to know how to pass.
A system than plays and shit. It's not like football where it's the most structured thing on earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay. Well, hey, I'm very excited. Every time that, playoff hockey rolls around, I get a little hype. I get a little wacky.
Get a little excited.
Yeah, and I think I might scooch my way down to a Kings game soon.
Go down to the crypto.com's arena.
You hear that?
Everyone calls it.
You hear that, lovely ladies who watch the show? If you're good looking enough, I'll take you to a Kings playoff game.
We'll fly you out to LA.
I'll fly your ass up, baby. You,
you're an Instagram model,
screaming. If you're going to be sitting awkwardly next to me during a hockey game, it's going to be great.
And you're going to barely be able to hear me because those things are loud. What if you took a girl to a hockey game, they started doing that, and she's like, oh, are the Fratellis about to play? 100% unironically. I think I'd marry her on the spot. Like, I think, let's go find a chapel right now.
I think your face would turn red and you'd fall down.
Yeah.
And then it's like, scanners?
Yeah, and his head just explodes. My head.
Yeah, exactly that. Antwan, scanners gift, please.
There's no way that's
what?
Scanners explosion gif, and we can decide. Antwan can decide himself whether or not that's
through Christ. All things are possible. So,
jot that down.
I will give you this.
Give me something. Give me something. Show me scanners.
Show me scanners.
Scanners. SCANNERS.
It would be a little rough to have a head, skadooshing the entire time.
Yeah, it was. I was sort of upset that one time that we had Big Bird breaking down the door the whole time.
Abelardo.
Yeah, there you go.
That I can allow.
That's good enough. That's good enough for me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's raging. He's speaking.
Okay. What else? There's something else on the docket. Is there anything else on the docket? What's the docket?
Well, dang it. We flew right through the Masters. Just the finishing result. I can't talk, the hole by hole experience.
Yeah.
NHL, that's just a prelude to more conversation to come in these upcoming weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. And then we'll wrap up our sports segment of the show by tisming out on WrestleMania, which is this Easter Sunday.
The showcase of the Immortals.
That's what they call it, don't they?
They do. They call it the showcase of the Immortals, which is sort of a whack name, but I kind of love it. It's like, I don't know. It's when you name your sword wrong. I'm still like, but that sword's got a name. You know what I mean?
It's a name sword, Yeah,
it's the showcase of the Immortals, and what a showcase it is.
What a gay name.
Now here's the thing. Wrestling, for a couple years now it used to be just one night only, hours of wrestling until it got to like 2019, I think. When
did they start splitting it into 2 days?
I think it was during the COVID. It was during 2020, because they had COVID. Yeah, they had both the Bray Wyatt and John Cena match, and then they had the graveyard match between AJ Styles and Undertaker, and that was over 2 nights, I think. But it was because the year before that, it was like legitimately 10 hours of wrestling. It was like all day, and it was
shit.
Yeah, and so they were like, we can make this we have enough to make it 2 separate things, and they still make money for it and whatnot. And what a few nights of wrestling it's going to be, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, God. Okay, do we have the card up? Do you have
I have the card pulled up for me.
Right, let me pull up that card real quick, and because damn, 2 days of wrestling in Vegas.
2 days of wrestling.
I am the game.
The game. They're gonna have him come out and scream, "Are you ready?" We know that they haven't said it. But
I love any time that Triple H is actually like visible.
Triple H should come out just for the WrestleManias. I think. Well, he should come out whenever he wants to, but like. He's good when he comes out for like the big events to be like, "Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Levesque," and then everyone fucking applauds for 3 minutes. You know,
And his name is not Paul Levesque. He's fucking Trips.
Is it Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Trips, or Triple H?
Get him out, Hunter.
Get him out. Show him, Hunter. Ooh, kill him, Hunter.
All right, I got the Saturday card lined up.
Okay. Saturday night.
This looks April like 19th. A fun little card. Yeah,
it's a fun little card. First match is Gunther, who's the champion, versus Jey Uso for the singles match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Mm-hmm. Gunther, I've expressed multiple times on this podcast, I love Gunther as a heel.
Gunther's fantastic. Gunther is fantastic, dude. Let me tell you something about Gunther, is that there is no frills, no fluff. The dude's just good, all right? He's a big, mean German who just says true things all the time, and I live for it. And, I hope he takes it. I hope he takes.
Listen, I was preluding it, Billy. I love Gunther. I hope Jey Uso wins something, because if he doesn't win it, then Jey Uso's dead in the water.
He's completely buried.
Jey Uso is completely buried as a wrestler if he does not win this.
How funny would it be?
Because who cares about like the "I'm not afraid of you anymore," which was a good promo. I like that promo. But like, if Jey Uso doesn't win, then he's just a dork who is not afraid of Gunther. You know what I mean? Like,
that's true.
He's like, this is like his moment to prove that he's main event worthy, and the crowd is behind him. I think creative would be way off by giving it to Gunther. But you're right.
You're right, but what if? Okay,
what if Gunther was just the coolest of all times?
He was really fucking sick of it, right?
Gunther can win it back, and like they can they should have more matches.
I need to tell you, Antwan, something just for a second. All right, these two. Okay, it's wrestling, right? It's all about feuds. That's what sells. That's what matters. Yeah, and okay, there's this little Samoan guy versus this big German guy. And this little Samoan guy is a twin, right? Jey Uso has a brother named Jimmy Uso. And I think it was like a week or two ago at this point.
2 weeks ago, I think.
2 weeks ago, the big German guy fought the contender's twin and beat the fuck out of him so bad. He was actually bleeding. Like all
covered in blood. Real blood. Covered in blood, yeah.
Yeah, he actually got himself a little cut, gushing blood everywhere. And Gunther was straight up like choking him out and bathing in it, like right in front of his brother, who's like screaming, "No!"
And this past Raw, Gunther delivered a promo straight to camera. He looked like a menace, saying, "My only regret is that I didn't make your brother bleed enough that I could drown both of you in it." And I was like, "Oh fuck yeah, my king, speak my king!" I loved it. Gunther's so cool.
Because Jay was all like, "You got a mama? All right, yeah. I got a mama." Mm-hmm. Right? And at the end of the promo, Gunther's like, "I'm going to go home and I'm going to tell my mother how much of a fun time it was beating the fuck out of you. And my mother and I will both laugh."
And the crowd is booing him, and I'm at home going, "Yes! yes!
Daniel Brining at home like an autist.
Yeah. Yes! Yeah. It was great. It was. I really hope Jey Uso wins, because the crowd's behind Jey Uso.
It's at this point, it's like a foregone conclusion that he's going to win.
Yeah, I feel like in general, if people are like, "Oh, this kills," no, it doesn't. Just have them fight for championships more. Like, have it be more of a thing that people do.
I remember Cena and Edge going at that shit like 20 times when I was a kid.
All the time. It's the whatever.
That championship was the town bicycle, baby. Everybody had a ride.
It's fine. If for the amount of times these people wrestle, they should wrestle for championships more.
And you know what? I'm a fan of it switching hands kind of frequently. I don't like these year-long like defenseless reigns.
Yeah, about Roman Reigns when he would fight a couple times a year for the championship.
Boo, that sucks. I hate it.
He held it for 4 years because of that. Yeah, it's yes, I agree with you. Second match of the night. The War Raiders. These guys used to be Vikings, Nicholas.
I like them.
War Raiders versus Eric and Ivar versus the New Day. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods.
The New Day, but bad New Day.
The evil New Day. It's a new day. Yes, it is.
Nega New Day.
Well, hold on. let's slow our roll there.
I meant negative. I meant negative. Not.
Yeah. Let's not be too rash.
Other thing.
Now, if you are right and Big E plans to come back to wrestling, and I'm wrong, and I'm wrong, this would be the time. This would be right now, right here, the time to do it.
If there was ever a moment.
I have nothing much to say about this match except I'm excited for it. I'm happy that the New Day is back, even if they're evil. Well, yeah, I'm happy that like more people are interacting with their matches than when they were good and nobody was caring about their matches. You know what I mean?
You kind of. I mean, the only thing that kind of jives me is just I don't like how Kofi Kingston looks like a black Amish guy.
Like he should be named Elijah or something.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, Elijah's also kind of a black name, isn't it?
Well, it was the first biblical name I thought.
Are you also referencing Elijah Duran, the man who is offering to suffer?
Oh, he was on the middle. Listen, he was on screen. I wasn't looking at him, but you know what? It was in my brain.
Hey, Elijah Duran, you know what they say? The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
And that's why Jason is. Okay.
Yeah. So, Jason and you will get along famously.
So, it's going to probably be a good match. I don't really have a prediction as of right now. Besides the fact that Big E is coming back, he'll probably come back here. Every time I see Eric and Ivar, I'm like, you guys used to be Vikings, and that's why your names are Eric and Ivar. When your names are the War Raiders and your bikers, it makes a little less sense. Just a little. You know?
Yeah, I see some big, burly, bearded, hairy white guys with names Eric and Ivar. I want horns on them immediately.
Yeah.
Maybe Vince was doing some things right. You ever stop and think about that?
You ever think? I don't anymore, really. The next match, Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano.
Yes!
All right, Antwan, we're going to have to back this up a bit. So there's a wrestler by the name of Chad Gable, right?
This isn't proven.
Well, hold on. It's important to the storytelling. Chad Gable is against the LWO, which has Rey Mysterio in it.
The Latino World Order.
Yeah,
and Chad Gable is like a super American. He was a legit NCAA championship wrestler. So, yeah.
He's against Penta, who is also another luchador wrestler. So earlier this year, he took a break to go search for the mysteries of luchador. Lucha Libre, and he came back sick. However, a new wrestler at the same time joined by the name of El Grande Americano.
Oh god.
And it's Chad Gable. There's no other, if they're able to pull it off so that it's not Chad Gable, I'd be so impressed. But it's
just
not.
A dude with the exact same physique and wrestling style as Chad Gable.
Yeah, and who looks exactly like him. You see that wingspan.
He comes out, him. Look at that shoulder vein. Only one man has that.
His music is a luchador version of Stars and Stripes Forever, or mariachi version of Stars and Stripes Forever by John.
I really love that. I really love that. By the way,
when I heard it the first time, I'm like, oh, that's genius. That's whoever thought of that was so smart.
This guy is also billed from the Gulf of America.
From the Gulf of America.
Perfection.
Everything about him is he's a cheating bastard wrestler, and Rey Mysterio is just like, hey, I want to fight that guy at WrestleMania, and Adam Pearce was like, yeah, sure, of course.
Deal. Deal.
Yeah. So it's not for anything. It's just a singles match. But I mean, Rey Mysterio wins and pulls off the mask, revealing Chad Gable, right? There's no other way.
We'll see what happens. I mean, we'll see what happens. I feel like the matches that haven't been built up to death are going to be more exciting, and that you don't know what's going to happen versus the super built up matches, right? So it's I'm excited to see the actual result of Mysterio versus Grande Americano. We'll see.
Because at the end of the day, even if it's doesn't end with big story, whatever, it's two great wrestlers having a match. So of course that's probably going to be great.
Yeah, and there is a little bit of heat. It's not for no reason at all, but it's there. It's there. It's a filler, but it's a good filler. And I'm a fan.
I listen. I don't complain about good filler if it's good filler. Not everything has to be championships. I know. I just said I want more.
Hear that Naruto filler music. I lick my lips.
Next match: Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Another singles match of
Oh yeah, that's kind of sneaking in there, isn't it?
Woman on woman violence.
Jade Cargill, she's that big broad, right? The big small looking.
Yes, Jade Cargill is like the Vitruvian woman. She is like perfectly sculpted. She's like a sculpture that has come to life.
Yeah, she is. I just remember her in Elimination Chamber. That was a terrifying sight. Like if a woman were to walk up to me with that intention of violence, I'd shit myself.
I'd be a little excited, and then I'd shit myself.
Yeah. Ooh, babe, I feel a tingle in my spine, and then fear.
And this one has a little story to it, where Naomi beat up Jade Cargill back in. Oh God, give a date, like October,
a while ago,
November.
a long ass time ago.
Yeah.
One of them whooped each other's ass.
Yeah, and so now it's going to be just a singles match, and it's probably going to be a very good match. I don't know how well
it looks like a good match. Exactly.
Okay, next match, and this is one I am excited for. LA Knight, who's the champion, versus Jacob Fatu in a singles match for the WWE United States Championship. LA Knight.
Yeah. Oh my god. Fatu's one of Rikishi's kids, right?
So he's of the bloodline. I don't think he's Rikishi's kid. I think he's he's cousins.
There's a third one somewhere around.
Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa is
Solo. I'm sorry. Solo was that guy.
Yeah. Younger brother. That's fine. They're the younger brother to Jay and Jimmy, and Jay and Jimmy are also Rikishi's kid.
Okay, but we have the megastar, Hollywood Excellence, LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu. What's his nickname? What do they call him? The Samoan
the Samoan werewolf.
Werewolf. That's a little odd.
Yeah, it's. I would rather just be like the Samoan wolf. I think that's a bit cleaner.
Yeah.
But he's big and tough and mean, and he's a really good wrestler.
He looks like he's a fantastic wrestler, but he has the body of a dude who like survives off of gas station food. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he's built like a bodybuilder kind of, where it's just like that thickness.
He looks like a power lifter. Like he would walk around with burritos in his pockets, you know?
Mm-hmm. Eddie Hall or whatever. He's just like, we love our boy LA Knight here. We do. But man, Jacob Fatu is just, if they wanted to push him, this would be a good time.
Fatu needs a push.
He's a fantastic singles wrestler that I think just more people want to see.
I haven't heard him on the mic too much. I think I've heard him like snarl a couple times.
He's pretty all right on the mic. He's like a rougher style to it, where he's not eloquent, but he's loud and impassioned, and people get behind
just imagine him like spitting on the mic and like slobbering like a dog. Like,
funnily enough, he's not the one that goes like, that's Tamatanga or whatever. But like, he's just a big mean son bitch. Like,
tight. Well, this is a tough one because Fatu deserves a push, but LA Knight does not deserve to get buried.
No. What they've done with LA Knight in like the past year or whatever, where again they've changed championships a lot, and LA Knight manages to get a hold of it again. I think that's a good way to do it, honestly. And I don't, because he's not getting buried, and he's still like
he's good on the chase. I'll admit.
Yeah.
He's better on the chase than he is actually holding the strap, because when he has the strap, they don't know what the fuck to do with him.
Mm-hmm. Fight this other guy now.
That's all right. Yeah. Okay, give him one main title run.
Please, it's only a matter of time before he's like undisputed or whatever. Genuinely, I think like he's
that wouldn't be a bad strat. All right, hey, you know what? That'll be a fantastic match to watch, regardless of what happens.
Yeah, and in the next one, we can talk about like the history behind this one a bit more. I think Tiffany Stratton, who's a champion, versus Charlotte Flair, singles match for the WWE Women's Championship. Now,
I don't know. I'm not to Charlotte Flair. I'm
I understand.
to
you were making noises before. Yeah. I got you.
Lord have mercy.
Now, whenever you see these people, these two next to one another, it's like a mother and daughter, where it's like they dress rather similarly.
A little bit.
And it's like, here's my daughter. This is like the vibe that's given off a lot. But they fucking, I think, in real life hate one another.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
I think the reports are Charlotte Flair, ever since coming back for the Royal Rumble and winning the Royal Rumble, has been very, like, she's gone off script multiple times. And
she's been a massive bitch.
Yeah, and Tiffany Flair has gone off script multiple times. And there was that one SmackDown last week or the week before where the crowd did not let Charlotte Flair get a word in.
Fuck yeah.
And it wasn't like boo, we hate you, Heat. It was like boo, we don't want to see you.
Get out of here. Why are you here?
And so it just evolved into them shouting at one another, and I'm at home going, Jesus Christ! Like this was like it was terrifying to watch on television because I'm like, one of these women's gonna kill the other. So I mean, like they're both good wrestlers. I said it back in the Royal Rumble when that happened. I thought it was weird that Charlotte Flair came back and won immediately.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. So who knows how this match is going to turn out? But
I don't know. There's just something so odd about Charlotte, right? Especially when you pair her up against Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, it's
because I remember when she came back during Royal Rumble, they kept saying this phrase over and over again. It's like, look at the genetic perfection of Charlotte Flair. I'm like, dude, Antwan has a more feminine body than
the cybernetic perfection of Charlotte Flair. After all her,
yeah, no, you could rip her like millimeter thin skin off to reveal a metal endoskeleton.
Just in particular. Fuck you for that comment, but continue.
Flair's a goddamn.
It's not an indictment on you. It's all on her, baby.
Yeah. That's great, man. I mean, you're right. She's had work done.
And then Tiffany's there looking. Oh my god.
Tiffany, who's also had work done, but it's not as obvious. You have to look at other places.
No, she works out too. You're forgetting. She eating good. That Tiffy.
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh, I like that.
I I don't see any reason why.
Yeah, make Tiffy grind Charlotte to dust is what we're hoping for.
But at the same time, knowing Charlotte Flair has the pull she does, who knows? Who knows what happens? Yeah. And then the last match of night one is something I'm excited for. Roman Reigns versus CM Punk versus Seth Rollins.
Oh, just a triple threat. Nothing at stake, just a whole lot of hate. We love it.
I love grudge matches, and I like that this is technically CM Punk getting a main event. Because, I think it was on Raw where they're like, fun fact, fun trivia, this is the first WrestleMania that CM Punk is main evented at. And I was like, oh, I'm well aware. We are well aware of all the main events CM Punk at WrestleMania.
Buddy, this is a long time coming.
This is a long for old Phil. And I mean, he's going up against, say what you will about Roman, one of the better wrestlers in the company, and say what you will about Seth, one of the better wrestlers in the company.
Oh, they're both great. They're both great. I mean, like it's not even like a say what you will. They're undeniably like top dogs.
I know there's people who don't like Roman just due to the Roman pushing for years that a lot of people had to watch on WWE TV.
I get it. But if the dude has chops and a look, and he's not dog ass on the mic, he's going to be good.
He's a good wrestler. And I'm excited to see that match because I imagine it's just going to be 40 minutes of these men beating the shit out of each other. And it's going to be fun.
In spectacular fashion, I might add.
In spectacular fashion.
Hey, give me an over-under on how many go-to-sleeps we're going to see.
Oh, you're going to see 3. You're going to see like the beginning of...
Over or under 3?
Over 3. Because there's going to be one or two that he doesn't quite get off all the way, but I would still call that a go to sleep, like where he does the move and then he like.
I mean, it's main event, dude. I'm thinking like because it's not just from Phil. We're going to see it stolen a few times.
Oh, Seth Rollins is going to do it once.
I'm gonna take other wrestlers. Okay, how about 5? All right, I'm going to go over on 5.
That sounds better than my number. Yeah. I wasn't even thinking about like writing that bitch. Yeah. You're like, how about 4? And you're like, 5.
Over 5 is the level of ridiculousness that I'm predicting for this match.
And I forgot to mention, Paul Heyman's going to be with CM Punk, and that's only important
that's a funny thing that's been going on.
Paulie Boy,
tearing apart Paul. Yeah,
Paulie Boy usually comes out with Roman Reigns, calls him the Tribal Chief, but then CM Punk's like, my best
Tribal Chief.
My best friend Paul Heyman, he's coming out with me.
Antwan, please pull up a picture of Paul Heyman.
Court Unit Paul
Heyman.
Heyman.
I already am.
The most evil, conniving, like tub of lard in the business.
He got into the Hall of Fame last year.
He's so good. He's so good.
He's really good, and
I love how he's kind of been like the title in this situation where all the girls are fighting for him right now.
Yeah, all the guys love Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
Oh, that's old.
No, he's
that's
mine.
old.
No, he's.
I love that picture.
Christ, that's what 2012.
Yeah, it's 2012 or 2013. It's got to be.
Wow, good pick. What is it? Antwan knows ball. I have to say, Antwan knows ball.
So that's the end of night one, and at the end of that, whatever. End of night one, beginning of night two, April 20th, Easter Day.
Legit.
So what you do in the morning is you watch Jesus Christ Superstar, and then in the afternoon you watch WrestleMania.
I don't think that's what I do.
Night two. First match: Io Sky, who's the champion, versus Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley. Triple threat match for the Women's World Championship.
What to do? If I was in Paul's shoes,
I'll tell you what
I'd have a pickle on my hand. No, just keep it in Io Sky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole build-up to this match is Rhea Ripley going, I deserve the Women's World Championship. Bianca Belair going, I deserve the Women's World Championship. Io Sky going, I won the fucking match.
I am the champion.
I am the champion. And them not respecting her at all. So I think the best way you do this is because Bianca's a star and is going to remain a star. Rhea Ripley's a star, is going to remain a star. Io Sky, I think, is a star. I think if they just keep the belt on her and she earns the respect, quote unquote, that she doesn't have.
It's so hard for like a non-English speaker to, really have that type of star power.
But then she goes and delivers that drop kick under Rhea Ripley, and I'm like, oh, she's perfect. That was
pretty tight. That was pretty tight.
That was sexy, man. It was just like
the funniest result of all this is just Io retaining. And
yes.
I'm all for that. I would love that.
Because Rhea Ripley gets to do her chase thing again, Bianca Belair, or if Bianca Belair wins the championship, she's like a champion. She's sort of separated from the Naomi and Jade Cargill drama, which is, I think, also fine. I think it'd just be best if Io Sky won and then just had it for a while.
Like a month or two, and then we could work on another switch. But yes, I'm a big fan of Io Sky retaining.
And I like that in the promo she's delivered, she's saying him mostly in Japanese and there's subtitles. Like they're allowing her to get her cadence that she has in her native language. Yes, that's exactly what she said. Yeah. Then the second match of the night is another match I'm fairly excited for. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, who are the champions, versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria for the tag team match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, I like seeing them wrestle. They're very good wrestlers.
Wrong fan. I'm that fan. Morgan has no fans. I am dead.
That's about right. And I Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, listen, they're very good wrestlers on their own. And as a tag team, watching them do that tag team gauntlet, they were very good. They were very good.
Yes. Dude, okay, there's a funny thing about my cousin really likes Bayley, right?
Uh-huh.
It's like, he thinks Bayley's hot and everything. I'm like, really?
Bayley's got, parts to her.
That's what I'm saying, but Bayley gives me the energy of, like, your friend's older sister who would, like, buy you drinks for a party, Like that type of vibe, where it's like, in no way is she first option. She's not even like fifth option.
She seems very.
But there's something? Question mark.
All those times where she bullies Michael Cole for some reason, that makes me go
we do
finger pointing emoji. Like, very very beautiful. This Bayley is.
Oh, Bayley!
Just whenever she's like, "Hi, Michael," I'm like, "Oh my god."
She fits the bill of San Jose resident so fucking good.
Yes, yeah.
Average San Jose woman, Bayley.
Oh, that's great.
Yep, there she is. Antwan, am I right? The woman on the very doesn't she just scream San Jose, California to you?
Yeah, she does.
Thank you.
Thank you. To be fair, I think all the women in that picture are beautiful, genuinely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
But
get
also-
it back.
But more than anything else, they're fantastic wrestlers.
I love all women, actually.
Women are nice. All right, next, it's going to be a good match. I don't know what happens. They need to make up names for these people. I mean, like tag names, because that's the only thing preventing them from being. Yeah, I don't love. Oh, Jesus, Nick, I didn't get you.
He's
Nicholas?
gone, ladies and gentlemen. He's crashed.
Then it's time for me to make my point. I don't like it when the tag teams come out and they just say two normal names. I like it when they say, and now wrestling this team, and then this team comes out.
Rey Mysterio versus the Americano Grande!
When they
I was agreeing with you in total silence. I was.
Okay.
A tag team with no funny name is no tag team.
Yeah. Even like Bailey and Sasha Banks had the Boston Hug connection, which is like you have to explain 3 other things in wrestling, but that's fine. Like, you don't understand? Like
It's still a name.
You need a name. All right, that's the only thing. It's going to be a great match. Whoever wins, it's going to be a good match. AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. Now, I like AJ Styles' career choices. I'm just going to put on banger matches. And
maybe I'll just be the best possible wrestler I can. Is his choice.
And Logan Paul, from what it sounds like, they give him enough rehearsal time that he's also a very good wrestler. So, I imagine this is just going to be, again, another good match.
You know what? I regret putting this up. As a matter of fact.
Delete it. Get it off.
I like AJ.
We like AJ.
How about we just keep AJ up there, huh?
Okay, I'll make an adjustment.
Yeah, just squeeze, Logan off to the right.
Again, another singles match, so whatever. But it's going to be a good match, I think.
Oh, it's going to be great. Because, look, anything that the Phenomenal One is in, it's fantastic. And to give Logan Paul some credit, the dude can move. Homie he can roll. I'm like, wow.
That Rumble spot a couple years ago where he and Ricochet... That Rumble spot a couple years ago where him and Ricochet collided midair in the ring.
Oh, yeah.
Like the stuff they write about in books. You understand?
True. It felt fictional watching it.
The stuff that people make songs of. It's
No,
yeah.
the dude has chops, right? So it's gonna be very fun to watch. Now, hold a brief pause between us breaking this down. It's going to be very tough for me to swing this tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, I go from church to a barbecue at a house that isn't my own, and then I have to be like, hey guys, you mind if I put on WrestleMania?
No, you got time, because tomorrow they're doing the Hall of Fame. If you want to see Lex Luger talk in the Hall of Fame.
Actually, I don't.
Oh, okay. Well, then you have a day. You have Friday to take a break, and then Saturday and Sunday you can watch wrestling.
I know. I'll just look like I'm already used to looking like a big fucking nerd.
Yeah.
More of the same. What else we got?
Okay, 3 more matches. We got Braun Breaker, who's the champion, versus Penta, versus Finn Balor, versus Dominic Mysterio, in a fatal four-way match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Now this is good
interesting.
wrestling.
This is actually can lead many good directions.
From a storytelling perspective, they're breaking up the Judgment Day, right?
Oh, they got it. They have to. They've been alluding to this for a minute, and I'm like,
yeah,
please do it.
Yeah, it's like either Dom or Finn wins it, and that causes the Judgment Day to fracture. Like Penta, rising star, people love him. Braun Breaker,
no way he's getting the chip right now. Breaker deserves bigger and better things.
Almost certainly.
So I think it's right about time where it's like, yeah, he could give up the chip and he can go pursue a big boy title,
And whoever cheats to win, either Dom or Finn.
I hope it's Dom.
It's whatever the result may be. I'm very excited to see. It's just fantastic wrestling. Braun Breaker,
that nasty type of heat on him where nobody allowed him to talk, and now people are getting like more kind of sympathetic in like a weird way.
I hope Dominic does something that makes him even more evil once again. Like last year at SummerSlam when he went from evil to mega evil. I just want them to do that.
I don't think the move. I think the move for Dom is having him turn face.
Maybe. I mean, possibly, and just a face that doesn't care about the rules and doesn't care about whatever, but still a face.
Yeah, like still like not a like total squeaky clean guy, but right, just kind of like the way Eddie was a face.
Yeah, okay, that would be actually fairly all right. I could see that.
Yeah, like Finn's always going to be there. Finn's always going to put on great matches. Maybe that'll lead to a great feud between them two.
I know we're running out of time here,
but I don't give a fuck.
But here's the thing: what if Finn came out dressed as the demon dude? What if that's how they decided to do the match?
Stop it! Oh, it got me salivating and
he came out as a demon and fucking squashed everybody. Man, that'd be so sexy.
Okay, that would be a little too sexy. All right,
too sexy for TV.
Chill, Daddy. Chill.
Even PG. Next match.
I would root for Finn, but yes, next match.
Okay, next match. Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre in a Sin City street fight. Now,
what does that mean?
So a street fight is like a no DQ match where you can't get disqualified, win by pinfall, all weapons are legal. In a street
but they're gonna drag the fight out on the strip, and it's gonna end at the Golden Nugget in Fremont. What the fuck?
Well, the street fight usually means that they're wearing like their normal clothes, so like jeans and t-shirts and stuff.
My least favorite thing.
And that they use like weapons you would find on the street, such as a trash can or whatever garbage.
A slot machine.
Yes. Oh, they're gonna use a slot machine for sure.
You bet your ass a slot machine will be a problem.
Now that you've said it, it's going to be.
Somebody's gonna get hit in the head with the spinny part of the roulette table.
It's again not really for anything, and that's fine because these are just I like Damian Priest, I like Drew McIntyre. I think Drew McIntyre should just wear the eye patch all the time. I know that he's cleared, and so that was like a big reveal if he took off the eye patch and whatnot.
That is not Solid Snake.
I dug the way he looked with the eye patch. Drew McIntyre looks so cool.
He looked like either Pirate King or some kind of snake variant.
Yeah, he looked like a Snake Plissken. He looked really good.
Very badass. I mean, kind of hard to wrestle with one eye, but
That's true. That's a very good point. I'm all about aesthetics, Nick. I'm all about spectacle. You know me.
It's true. Hey, do you imagine Triple H pulling him behind? It's like, hey, I want you to do this shit with one eye. It's like, I have no fucking depth perception with one eye. I'm not asking. I'm telling.
I'm telling you, put on the eye patch.
Oh no, that's how he would do it.
And then the last match of the evening, the one they've been building up to for many a month.
For all the marbles. Yep.
Cody Rhodes, who's the champion, versus John Cena for the singles match for the undisputed WWE Championship. Now,
black versus white, new versus old.
We've clarified
generation versus generation.
Yes, you are absolutely correct. John Cena retires at the end of the year. I say give him it. I say give him his championship, and then the rest of the year. And the rest of the year is everyone trying to beat him. I feel
it's not even a joke. Like I've seen so many people say it online, where it's like, "Hey, if John doesn't win, we riot."
It's like, why would you not have him win right now? I guess
it would be to rip a phrase. It would be best for business.
It would be. Hey, he said it himself. It would be best for business.
Yep.
Oh man, it's
I mean, he'll have a couple months to be like a scumbag with a title on his shoulder, and then he'll have his little repentant arc, and Cody gets it back. All's right with the world. Cena turns face again. Yada yada yada.
They had the match with a handshake, and John Cena rides off into the sunset,
and he bows off beautifully.
On the Castoe show, you can watch what you want, then you can go. Make sure you subscribe and like it too. Ooh, and then you'll realize Castoe's here for you.